Hello you guys, welcome back to another vlog and welcome to my February reset vlog. I can't believe we're already here. We are at the end of January, the first month of 2026, and to be completely honest with you, it went by in such a blur for me. I don't know if that's just me, but I feel like generally January goes into one of two directions. It's either it goes by in the blink of an eye or it lasts a whole year, and I feel like for me this year it lasted like just a couple of seconds and now we're already almost in February. As I'm filming this, it is January 28th, still in January, but as you're watching this, it is officially February, so happy February to you. With that said though, I think this reset video is going to be much different than a lot of my other reset videos that I've done in the past. I started doing reset videos, I think last summer. It was like August or July or something like that, and while I do enjoy them, it gives me something to post for you guys. It gives me some incentive to actually do a little bit of a reset and all of that for myself. I felt myself slowly confining myself into like this little box of performatism. I don't know if that's a word. I felt very performative. I'm doing all of the resetting things for the vlog and not for myself, if that makes sense. Plus, it takes a lot of time and energy to create the video for you guys, and I just want to remove the pressure a little bit of the fact that like a monthly reset is coming. I don't want to have to prepare myself to make this reset video. I want it to just be like a natural thing that I do, if that makes sense. So with that said, we're going to be doing a little bit of a softer monthly reset instead of it being like a hardcore structured, like we're gonna clean, we're gonna set goals, we're gonna do all the planning things. I'm going to be taking a page out of Greta Woodbine's book here on YouTube. She does this series called Welcoming a New Month, where she does a lot of the reset tasks, but she treats it as a normal vlog instead of it being like, here's my monthly reset, this is all the things that we're going to do, this is all the things I want to accomplish next month. So shout out to her. She does all kinds of Disney content. She actually just got back from a Disney vacation and I'm so excited to watch her vlogs. Yeah, she's my inspiration behind this reset vlog, and I hope that it goes well. I hope that I feel actually reset and not reset for the vlog purposes. Like I want to feel mentally, physically, emotionally even reset myself instead of it being like performative for you guys, because I love you guys, but this is for myself too. So anyway, hopefully that isn't too much of a rambly intro, but for the start of this video, I want to talk about some intentions that I want to make for next month. I'm not going to go into goals because, to be completely honest with you, I didn't really even achieve any of my goals that I had in January. That's part of the reason why I'm even trying to take a step back and just kind of take it slow into next month, because I want to really think about the things that are essential for the next month and like really hone in on those things and not try to be performative for myself or others. So with that said, let's talk about some intentions that I have for next month, because I only have a couple, but I feel like quality over quantity is what's needed here. I feel like intentions are a way easier way of being motivated and improving myself without setting too high of a bar for myself, because goals, I've noticed, especially in the last couple of months that I've been setting them, have been so unmotivating. I set too high of a bar and then I don't reach it, then I get discouraged and embarrassed and just feel bad about myself. And so I want my intentions and goals for this month to be enjoyable to achieve, fun even. I really want to just think about taking care of myself in all capacities, mentally, physically, emotionally, all the things. I want it to be a very like health focused month for me. So things like exercising, moving my body intentionally every single week. I want to make better meals for myself, because I have found myself just kind of going through the motions, being like, oh, I'm hungry, maybe I'll just go make myself a pot of pasta, and not actually having any nutrition value behind it. I want to get better at that and actually like enjoy cooking and make meals that nourish me, like fuel my body, not because I have to, but because I want to. That's kind of mindset that I want to be setting for myself this month. I also know that I want to have much less screen time. I have a screen time tracker on my bullet journal that I'll show you guys in a little while, but I've really noticed that the last couple of weeks especially have been atrociously high on screen time, and having that screen tracker has been so, I don't know, it's really given me the kick in the face to like, okay, you need to fix this issue. So I want my February to be very screen less, not like screen less completely, but like less screen time is something that I really want to focus on next month. And then overall, I just want to be gentle with myself, give myself grace in not having everything figured out right away, not having like this complete shifted mindset overnight, because I know that it's easier to say things than actually do them. So I want to be gentle with myself, start things off slow and integrate things little by little, so that hopefully over time, over multiple months probably, I can actually like achieve these things and maybe even to just have them like as part of my new lifestyle lifestyle instead of it being like, oh, tomorrow, February 1st, I'm gonna do this thing. I want to just slowly ease myself into doing these things. So I'm making them more focuses and more qualitative versus quantitative. I know the whole goal of like goals in general is to have them measurable and have a time-based thing, like the SMART goals situation. I am not gonna be doing that. And I feel like, I don't know, some people might not like that, but I feel like it's gonna be really beneficial for me. That's a short and sweet section on intentions. That's just gonna be where I leave it because I don't want to say too much and then just get discouraged about myself in March when I'm doing my March reset and be like, so remember when I said that I was gonna be gentle on myself? Yeah, that didn't happen. I want to actually be like, yes, I actually did focus on these things and enjoyed it, and now it's part of my daily life, and I want this month to be just an integration of the essentials. We're on the floor, which means it is monthly favorite time, and I have a good selection pile here of things that I want to show you guys. First thing, I'm gonna take a sip of my poppy soda that I poured into this little swig cup. I got this for Christmas. It was on my Amazon wish list for a long time. Ever since I got engaged a year ago, I've had this on my wish list, and I think one of my family members got it for me, but it is the most beautiful cup I've ever seen in my whole life. Look at the sparkle. Can you see the iridescence on it? It is so, so pretty. I love drinking out of this. It just kind of romanticizes the season of life that I'm in, and it also is just a great quality cup in general. Like, swig is so great. So I'm gonna take a quick swig of this. I have the cranberry fizz in here. We stocked up on cranberry fizz during Christmas time for the poppies, and I still have a full case of them, and I'm so sad when I'm gonna have to let them go. But I wanted to put one in the cup to demonstrate the fact that I truly do love this thing. I use this multiple times a week. She is my favorite thing in the whole world, and the smaller like wine tumbler thing was on my Amazon wishlist as well, but apparently it's sold out and is like permanently sold out for a while, so that's unfortunate. But I love this thing so much, so this is definitely one of my favorites for the month. Now we're gonna get into one of my favorite things in the whole world: self-care, hygiene, body care, smell good things. We're going to do my January shower routine, and I have been obsessed with it, and I've been really going ham on one of these products in particular because I'm trying to use up a lot of my body creams. So I've been using this Fireside Flurries set, both the body wash and the body cream. This smells so good. It just smells purely like marshmallows to me. It has toasted marshmallow, pink lavender, and cashmere woods. To me, I just smell marshmallow, and she is so good. I started using this the beginning of the month, and she's basically empty now, and I'm gonna be sad to see this go, but I'm glad that I at least have the body wash so that I can pair it with something else and still enjoy it later on. But I'm gonna be replacing my shower routines every month to just kind of get through a lot of my body creams, and I feel really proud that this is where I'm at right now, because when I started the month, this thing was literally full. But I love this smell so much. I want Bath & Body Works to bring this back eventually, but it's been a long time since they have, and I fear they might not, but you never know. They brought back Magic in the Air last year, so who knows. And then in the shower, I like to use Merry Mint with this. I feel like mint in general scents are more of a wintertime thing than a Christmas time thing. Like, I feel like they're two totally different things, and I feel like this is the epitome of winter. It smells so good. This has iced peppermint, cotton candy, and vanilla bean. I feel like they match pretty well together because they're very sweet scents, but this just kind of adds a little bit extra something other than just being like straight up sugar. So I have been loving this combo in the shower. I also have another bridal related thing that I just remembered. This makeup bag that I got from one of my family members, I think, for Christmas. It was in my stocking, I guess, so I don't know who got it for me, but it was on my Amazon wishlist as well, and it just says bride on it. This holds all of my everyday makeup in it, and it also holds things like my huge setting spray and my brushes and stuff, everything all in one place, and I just love it so much. I love the fact that it says bride. It's so pretty, and honestly fairly high quality for the fact that it's Amazon. Like, it's just such the perfect size. I love how like cubular it is. It's just so satisfying to use in the morning. It's so much better than using this like huge Ally Glines bag that I've had my makeup stored in for forever. I just like having all of my everyday things here and then using that for like major travel and stuff, but all of my makeup fits in here and I love it so much. So this is one of my favorite things for the month for sure as well. I don't wear makeup that often, but being able to just reach for this and like put on a little bit of concealer and powder and blush and mascara and go has been really nice. I also have a clothing item and I fear I'm obsessed with it. I wore it yesterday for the first time because it literally came in the mail 2 days ago and I was like, I need to wear this immediately. I got this from Box Lunch, and I had some Box Lunch money for my birthday because my birthday is at the end of the month, and I am obsessed with it. Emperor's New Groove is my favorite movie of all time, and they are finally getting some love, which is so great. So I got this pullover from them, and it has the logo of the movie itself, and everything on it other than just like the base pattern is embroidered, which is so fun. So it's not even screen printed. It's gonna last so long. Look at the detail of all of these little prints. It has a llama, it has the Cusco emblem, it has Kronk, it has like a fern leaf, it has the poison Yzma herself. I love this movie and I love this sweatshirt so much. And the best part is the back looks exactly the same as the front. There's no like extra little things. I love when sweatshirts are just uniform all around. Obviously spirit jerseys are totally different. That's what I'm wearing right now. They are known to have stuff on the back of them, but when it comes to just a standard pullover, I like the simplicity, and this checks all of the right boxes. It is so comfortable. It fits fairly snug, but not too snug. Like, it's not too uncomfy. It's just enough oversized to where like it's really, really, really comfy and really warm as well, which I love. So this is my favorite clothing item of the month, and I literally just got it 2 days ago. So if that doesn't tell you how much I love it, I love it. And my last little honorable mention, if I'm not drinking poppies out of this, I am drinking hot chocolate. Hot chocolate has been my thing this month for some reason. I don't know if it's because it's been so cold outside or if I've just been feeling in the mood. It's honestly the perfect time. Winter is the perfect time to drink hot chocolate, and my best friend Kendall got me this for Christmas. This hot chocolate in particular is so good. I think she got this at Marshall's or TJ Maxx. This is the Girl Scouts Joffrey's chocolate peanut butter hot cocoa, inspired by their chocolate peanut butter cookies, which are one of my favorite cookies from them, by the way. And let me tell you what, I am savoring this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags left. I've only had one, but when I had it, it was so, so, so good. Any hot chocolate in general has been something that I've been loving this month, but I wanted to mention this specifically because if you can find it, grab it. I really want to try the Thin Mint one. Apparently that's a thing, and I think they have like the coconut cluster ones as well, which I really want to try because I love coconut. So I'm gonna see if I can find any others whenever I go to TJ Maxx next, but these are really, really, really good. So highly recommend these. I feel like these are just encapsulated what my January has been. It's just been enjoying the things that I have. And we're gonna get into the books that I read. We're gonna go to another corner of my apartment to talk about my books, because generally I like to do books and my monthly favorites all in the same place, but I kind of want to switch things up a little bit. So let's find a different corner to do a little bit of a book club reading wrap up for the month. It's been quite a month of reading. I'm hoping that you guys can't hear the heater going on in the background right now. Our fireplace slash TV console is also an electric heater, which is so nice and came in super, super handy for this snowstorm that we got this past weekend, because it is really, really, really cold here in North Carolina still, and the heater is doing the most. It's really, really, really helping. So we have it going right now. So if you hear it, I apologize. But anyways, are you guys a Goodreads or a Fable user? I want to know, because I recently converted to Fable, and let me tell you what, I love her so much. She is so much easier to use, so much easier to track my books, do a TBR list, all of the things, and it's just been so, so fun to use and track all of the books that I've been reading and finished books and all of that. So I'm gonna pull up my Fable real fast, and I'm gonna talk about all of the books that I finished this month, and then we're gonna talk about the book that I'm currently reading, because it is still January and therefore it probably should still be included. So a book that I finished basically at the very, very, very beginning of January, I started it in December, was called A Fellowship of Bakers and Magic. It's the first book of the Adenashire series, and it was so cute and cozy. It's very cottagecore mixed with like the Great British Bake Off. It was a lot of magical elements involved, but it was also a baking competition. It was so cute and so fun. So I highly recommend that book. I gave it a 4.5 star. I didn't really write any reviews on any of the books that I'll be talking about, but I'm gonna give you just like my star rating. I then started my reading vlog that I did a couple of weeks ago. I'll have it up in the cards and the description. The first book that I finished in that vlog was Wings of Starlight by Alison Saft, and let me tell you what, that has been my favorite book that I've ever read in my whole life. I love this book with all of my heart and soul. It was so beautifully written. It takes place in the Tinkerbell world, which, because it's Disney, I'm obviously gonna love it, but like this book was so, so beautifully written, and she's coming out with a sequel this year, which is so exciting. So I'm so excited to pick that up and read it as well. But I highly, 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 highly recommend you get Wings of Starlight if you love Tinkerbell, because it talks about Queen Clarion and her relationship with Mallory, and just like her lead up to the coronation of her being queen and in the Tinkerbell movies and all of that. It is such a beautiful story, and I will rant and rant and rant about this book for all of time because I love it so much. So please get Wings of Starlight and read it for yourself and let me know what you think, because I truly think that this book changed my life. I'll talk about it just a little bit because it is relevant to the reading vlog, but I read A Frozen Heart, I think is what it's called. I don't even remember what the author's name was, but it was literally a play-by-play of the movie Frozen, and it's talking about Hans's point of view and Anna's point of view, and the whole movie just kind of takes place in the book, and both characters irked me so bad. Anna is so rambly and so scatterbrained, and it was so hard to read through. Hans was so annoying. It was not a great book. I would have probably rated it like 0.5 stars if I had to rate it, but I did finish it. I just skimmed over it because I obviously know how Frozen goes. I just wanted to see what like maybe Hans's end thoughts were after like the initial punch in the face when they're all together and the happy ending happens. Like I wanted to see his thoughts and feelings after he gets punched, and there wasn't a whole lot of anything that happened. He was just like confused and didn't really understand what was going on. So like it really did not, it didn't satisfy me in any way, shape, or form. And they didn't even show Anna and Kristoff's kiss in the book, which made me so sad. Because me and my boyfriend, hello, me and my fiance are Anna and Kristoff. Like we look exactly like them. So the fact that they didn't show the like end kiss scene makes me so sad. So don't recommend that book. Go get Wings of Starlight instead. And then the last book that I started in that video, but I really quickly finished after the video was done, was called Hemlock and Silver by T. Kingfisher. This book is loosely based on this Snow White tale, probably more of the Brothers Grimm story versus the Disney story, but it involves a main character who is a healer that specializes in poison and like poison antidotes, which is kind of cool. Princess Snow is in fact Princess Snow, and she's like being poisoned. They think she's dying, so this healer, Anja is her name, goes to help because she specializes in poison antidotes and discovers a magic mirror and goes into the mirror dimension, and like there's a lot of like really cool dystopian cozy fantasy elements in this book that were really, really cool. And the evil queen is in fact an evil queen. I'm not gonna say anything more than that, but like the evil queen is a character, which is cool. The only thing that isn't in this book that is in obviously Snow White is the seven dwarfs themselves. Like there are no seven dwarfs, there's just no little men, but that's okay. I think that that is totally relevant to the way that the story went, and it was such a cool read. It took a long time to get started, but I really, really did enjoy it come to the end. So I rated that book 4.5 stars, and if you couldn't tell, I rated Wings of Starlight 6 stars because I loved it so much. So anyway, the last book that I finished this month, I literally just finished it last night, is A Winter Wedding Adventure by Leonie Mack, I think is her name, and there's a sequel that's I think an Italy wedding adventure that I'm excited to read in the summertime because I'm a mood reader. I love to read with the seasons and stuff. So it's a winter rom-com, which is so cute. It's a backwards version of A Grumpy Sunshine. It took a long time to get started as well. It's a little bit immature as far as like writing style goes, but I rated this book 3.25 stars because it was good. It wasn't great, but it was just a cute little fun fluffy read, and it takes place in I think Austria. The main character is a adventure planner that like takes people on big ski slopes and stuff, and her company recently merged with a wedding planning business, and so she's in charge of bringing the opera singer slash good friend of the bride around because like he doesn't know anything that's going on. So it's a really cute little rom-com story, and there is a happy ending involved, which is so cute. So I'm not gonna talk about anything more than that, but it was a really cute story. Once you get to like the halfway point and you start to see things actually happen, it was just kind of, again, slow to kind of get started. So anyway, those are all of the books that I finished this month. These little pieces that I took out are cute in theory, but they are kind of annoying, so I'm gonna put them back there. The book that I started a couple of nights ago, actually, I was kind of like in limbo of A Winter Wedding Adventure because it wasn't really starting the way that I wanted it to, so I kind of started 2 books at one time. But the book that I'm currently reading right now is Heartless by Melissa Meyer. That is the same author that wrote the Lunar Chronicles. If you didn't know what those are, they're like a dystopian version of like classic fairy tales like Cinderella and Red Riding Hood and Rapunzel and all of those. I loved reading those when I was in high school, and I've heard great things about this book. It's about the upbringing of the Queen of Hearts and how she gets to be kind of crazy and wild and chaotic, and it's been really good so far. I'm only like 10 to 15% of the way through right now, but it's really cute. I'm excited to continue reading it. It's really made me want to read every night, which is a good thing. The other 2 books, The Winter Wedding Adventure and Hemlock and Silver, up until like the halfway point, I didn't really want to read them. I wasn't really drawn to them, but Heartless is just like continually wanting me to read a chapter or 2 a night, which is really, really, really great for me. So that that's all of the books that I read this month and the books that I'm currently reading. And let me know what you are currently reading and what your favorite book of January was in the comments, because I would love to talk to you guys about it. And if you have read Wings of Starlight, please let me know, because I am for sure certain that someone on here has probably read this book as well and loved it. It's January recap time. So for things that happened in January, or lack thereof, because there were a lot of plans for January, a lot of unfortunate things happened to where January was actually very boring. Firstly, I had a haircut appointment, and then the weekend of my haircut appointment, we were supposed to do our engagement photos, which was so exciting. I was supposed to go for a couple of days at home, and then I was supposed to meet my fiance in the city of where we're doing our photos, and then stay the night there and just have like a little weekend of it. So I go to my parents' house, have my haircut done. Then the photographer emails me and is like, looks like it's gonna be like an intense storm. You probably don't want to be out in that weather, and neither do I. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. So what do we do from here? She said we can either reschedule for tomorrow or reschedule for a different weekend. And I was like, let's just try tomorrow, because we're still planning on going to the area tonight anyway. We have a hotel booked and everything. So we might as well just go. That way we're there immediately the next day. No harm done. And she was like, okay, that's great. I'll go ahead and update that for you in our little portal thing. And that's early in the morning. So my fiance hasn't even woken up yet. So he wakes up at like, I don't know, 10 o'clock or so, which is later for him than usual these days. And he calls me immediately and is like, so I woke up with a really bad sore throat, and it's not one of those sore throats that can just be fixed with drinking a whole crap ton of water. It's one of those sore throats that's like, I might be getting sick. And I was like, oh, great. So what do we do now? I asked him if he felt okay enough to maybe even spend a night in a hotel room and then go home the next morning right after photos. And he said, I feel like we probably shouldn't be doing photos and we should probably just get you home. So I emailed my photographer and was like, hey, listen, my fiance woke up this morning with a cold, or what we're thinking is a cold. We probably should reschedule again. And so she was like, yeah, that's great. That's fine. So we rescheduled for the 31st of this month, which is this weekend, which is super exciting. And I'm hoping and praying if this happens again, I swear to God, because there is supposed to be snow going on this weekend. As of right now, it doesn't look like it's going to be a catastrophic amount. It just looks like it's going to be like little flurries for the whole day. And I hope that it stays that way, because my photographer emailed me yesterday and was like, so, we're back again, and look at the weather. And I said, I'm aware. So she's going to keep me updated and probably email me tomorrow for next steps if there is any that needs to be done. And then my fiance ended up sick for like 3 days. 2 of them were weekend days, which was really good. So he was sick from like a Saturday to a Monday, and then he was well enough to go to work and whatever. So that was fine and well, but it was just unfortunate that I didn't actually get to take my pictures the day that I was supposed to, because I was hoping that by the end of this month I would be able to send out my save the dates. But no, because we don't have our photos yet. So it is what it is. I'm happy that we ended up coming home, because he ended up having like a low-grade fever the whole night. Glad that we did made that decision to spend the night here at home while he was sick, instead of spending the night in a hotel and trying to drive home in the morning. It just would have not have been fun for him. So yeah, that was the first thing that happened this month that was not ideal. The other unfortunate thing that was supposed to happen this month that I was really looking forward to, I was so excited, is my best friends and I were supposed to go on a little birthday staycation in Gatlinburg for the weekend last weekend. If you live anywhere on the eastern 2/3 of the United States, you probably got a huge snow/ice storm. And that was the weekend that we were supposed to be going to Gatlinburg, and Gatlinburg got slammed. So I was glad that we ended up canceling, but we had to cancel because of said weather. And my area and the area that my friends are from and everything didn't get hit super hard, but Tennessee got hit pretty hard. So I was glad that we weren't stuck there, but it's so unfortunate that my plans are all having to be reworked because of weather, and now we can't even like reschedule said trip because of everybody's work schedules and stuff, and everybody's kind of all over the place. So we will not be doing a birthday trip this year, which is so unfortunate, at least not like in general vicinity of our birthdays. Maybe we'll do something in the spring or something, as long as, you know, schedules line up, but I have a feeling that we're just gonna have to forego this year, which is so sad. So it is what it is there. But yeah, however, I do think the best is yet to come, because as of right now, like I said, today is January 28th. My birthday is on the 31st. So I'm gonna be 24 years old, which is wild. That's happening in 3 days, and I still haven't really wrapped my head around it. But for my birthday, I'm gonna be going to my parents' house with my fiance and spending a weekend with them. And on that day as well is when we're supposed to be doing our rescheduled engagement photos. So here's hoping that the weather is nice to us, because like I said, it is supposed to still be kind of snowy that weekend. So We love that for us. But the great thing is that we are still planning on going to my parents' house, I think, that weekend, even if we don't end up doing pictures, because there's going to be like a big party for me, which is so sweet. My family does this for every birthday, basically, because my family is huge and Italian and they just like to, you know, throw gatherings and stuff. So I'm the first gathering of the year generally, and everybody's going to get together for my birthday, which is so cute and sweet. So that is what's happening this month. Those are kind of the highlights, or what would have been highlights, if you will, the bigger things that were supposed to happen and are supposed to happen. Fingers crossed that at least one of them ends up actually coming to fruition, but we'll see. And then as far as like mundane life things, I started going to the gym regularly, which is really good for me. I've noticed a significant change in like mental health and stuff because I've been going maybe twice a week, not quite as much as I had initially hoped at the beginning of the month, but I am still trying to like discipline myself to be like, okay, you have to get up and go at least twice a week because this is insanity. So I have been doing that, which has been really good. And I did a home workout this morning, which you guys saw. That's generally when I do like my targeted workout things, and then I go up to the gym to do like cardio and stuff. So I've been doing pretty okay with that. I was kind of fallen off this past week because of the snowstorm, and I was kind of thrown off of my rhythm and just enjoying the fact that we were able to kind of stay in and be lazy and whatever, but it felt good to kind of get back into the swing of things this morning. And then also on the topic of health related things, my fiance and I are starting to do like a loose diet to hopefully lose a couple of pounds before the wedding, and we're doing it together, which is super good for both of our motivations, because we both know that if we just try to do it on our own, it's not going to happen. It's not going to stay consistent. So we're both kind of following our own individual diets, but we're still doing it together. So we're not like eating the same exact thing, but men and women need different things, right, for their bodies and stuff. So we're both kind of doing some dietary modifications together, and it's actually working out pretty well. I think we've each lost about 2 pounds since we started it at the beginning of the month. So we're off to a good start. But yeah, so things I'm looking forward to, or things that I'm expecting for February. First thing is, on the 4th of February is the 1 year of engagement anniversary, which is so exciting. And on that day, I have my hair and makeup trial for my wedding. I haven't booked the woman yet for our like actual wedding day, but this is just to kind of get a feel for what I like and don't like and whatever. So I'm getting my hair and makeup done, which is super exciting. And then we're going to probably do like a date night or something to just kind of, you know, put use to the hard work that she put in. But I am so excited about it. I'm a little nervous, but like I've never had my makeup done before. Like I've always done it myself. So I'm super excited to see kind of what she can do. And I'm just like over the moon. I'm so thrilled. I'm so excited about it. That happens next week as I'm filming this. And then other things that are happening this month, I'm trying to think. I have a couple of doctor's appointments. Those are the things that I'm not looking forward to. I have a physical. I have blood work. Great. I have a haircut though, which will be fun and nice. Other than that, there's not a whole lot going on right now. Valentine's Day is going on, but we don't have any plans right now. So hopefully it'll be kind of a chill-ish month, other than the fact that I'll be going and traveling almost every weekend. For like appointments and things, but it's gonna be busy in that sense, but hopefully it'll be fine. It's mostly just admin stuff. So I don't know what else is going on this month. I feel like I'm forgetting something, and I might be, but I don't remember. So there's that. I think now I can just kind of do a little bit of planning, show you guys my bullet journal setup, because I did go ahead and do that offline because I wanted it to be like a hobby that I did instead of it being performative for you guys. Like I told you guys that I wanted to kind of steer away from for this video. So I'm going to show you the bullet journal spreads. I have a really cute theme for this month, or for this coming month, and I'm really excited about it. I do still have to do the cover page, but I'm waiting until I go home to get my colored pencils so that I can color it in with like actual colored pencils, because I feel like it deserves that. So yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what my bullet journal looks like. I don't know if you can really see like the sketches and stuff and the vision, but for the month of February, I'm doing like a little Parisian cafe vibe. It looks so cute. I took a lot of time this weekend because we were snowed in to really make this cover page really cute and fun. So I'm waiting until I get my colored pencils next weekend to be able to color in this little part. So I'm waiting to do that before I finish this full cover page, but I think it's really fun and pretty. I put a little quote over here. I put the Eiffel Tower, obviously the name of the month and stuff, and these little airplanes are also part of the whole theme as well. You're going to see a lot of those in the coming pages. So that is my cover page here. And then the rest of the pages are in fact colored in. So this is my habit tracker. These are a couple of habits that I want to try and track this month. Very basic, foolproof, probably, things that I want to be tracking. And I did use the wrong thickness of marker here, which makes me a little sad. But I think it's still cute. I put little macarons down there. And then this is my sleep tracker with like a key of the quality of sleep that I got. Another little paper airplane here. And then I'm going to highlight every day in here that I, you know, obviously sleep, and then what quality it was and what the hours were and stuff to just kind of track that a little bit better. And then I have a content planner page here. I did a double spread this time. My first spread for January was just this single page, and I felt like I needed a little bit more space to do like a brain dump of sorts. So that's what I did. You're seeing a little bit of a sneak peek right now, but I put this little cafe light pole thing here, which I think is cute. I put a little hat, little cafe tables and stuff. Did some fun things with the borders of these boxes. So I tried to make it a little bit more cutesy and fun instead of it just being a bunch of boxes. So I have boxes for short form and long form ideas. I'm going to put some goals up here as well for like milestones and stuff that I want to try and hit, or, you know, video frequencies, that kind of thing. And then this is where I'm going to put all of my stats for all the platforms that I post on at the beginning of the month and the end of the month, just to kind of see what ends up happening this month. I'm not expecting a whole ton of growth because I haven't had a whole ton of growth since I left Disney last year, but I will say that it's kind of interesting to see what goes on here in 1 month. So that'll be kind of cool to look back on. And then over here, I have my mood tracker. I just did a bunch of these little hearts on like a clothesline type of thing with all of the colors for what I'm feeling that morning. And then this is my screen time tracker. I'm going to split this up into social media and screen time. So how much time did I spend scrolling versus how much time did I spend just like on my screen in general. I'm going to highlight it in 2 different colors, and hopefully it ends up being somewhat even, and hopefully it ends up being like just here. But the last couple of days have been like up here, unfortunately. So I had to add it out just to give myself a little bit of lenience, but I'm hoping that everything kind of stays in the middle here, which would be really good. Did a full stack of macarons here. It took a long time to get this done, but I think it's really cute and fun. And then obviously there are the little paper airplanes and stuff. This is my workout calendar. So I did a little bit different than I did last year or last month. I decided to make this into more of a table instead of it being like, did I work out today? Or, you know, what was it? And like have a bunch of mini calendars like I did in January. I decided to make this a full table so that I can see how much I'm working out per week and just kind of like block it out like this instead of it being like a bunch of mini calendars. And then down here is the length of workout that I did. I'll put a little heart based on where it ends up on my little workout split here. And then weekly, I think I'm going to weigh myself as well. So I put a little section of pounds here because my fiance and I are going through like a pseudo diet of sorts. So it'll be interesting to see kind of what changes throughout the month and what I can do to improve on that. So I don't want to get too obsessed over this column. So I didn't really like label it out really well, but I did it on purpose so that I didn't, you know, get obsessed over the numbers and stuff and make it not quite as achievable and not as fun. But I think this is going to be a good way to kind of romanticize the fact that working out is good for you. And then this is the last page. This is the beauty dashboard. This is something new that I did for this month, and I'm trying to get my beauty regimen up to snuff for wedding prep things. So these little calendars are skincare habits that I want to try and implement or continue to implement. And then this is the days that I'm hair washing. And then I want to try and do the Abby Young method. If you've seen that on Instagram or TikTok, it's this woman who has beautiful, gorgeous hair. And she basically posted her full routine of what she recommends using. So I want to get a couple of these products and try it out and see what ends up happening. But yeah, that is kind of the key for this little calendar thing. I'm going to put the date and then a heart for every step that I did to just kind of track that out. And then I have just a random note section for things that I want to either, you know, buy, stop doing, start doing, that kind of thing for the next month. So that is what that looks like. And then the doodles are just cutie little, you know, I have some pastries and like a perfume bottle and things like that. These are all real perfumes that are like in real life, but I wanted to put them down here as part of like beauty dashboard board because I just think that it's fitting. So that is my full bullet journal setup. I'm obsessed with it. I cannot wait to start using this next week. We're going to get into retheming my Notion page for the month, and then we're going to do some planning in my just standard planner that I have. This is just like a normal agenda planner type thing. I'm planning on hopefully doing this month a journal ecosystem video. Let me know if you guys want to see that because I have so many like journals and planners and things that I use regularly, and I feel like that would be kind of fun because it's been something that people have been talking about a lot lately. So let me know if you want to see that. I'm probably still going to do it anyway because it just sounds like a fun video to do. But anyway, I have my planner here ready to go. I'm going to do a little bit of a Notion retheme and then that'll round out this video. And I think this is going to be a much better way for me to truly reset and give myself a little bit of a gentle refresh instead of it being like, okay, this didn't work. Let's totally knock things down to zero and try again. We're not going to do that this time. We're going to meet myself where I'm at and hopefully this month goes a little bit better as far as motivation goes. So let's hop into Notion, do a little bit of Pinterest scrolling and do all of the aesthetic little Notion things, fill out my planner for the month, and hopefully next month is a great one.